You know that moment when you're enjoying a delicious meal in a Nigerian restaurant and you suddenly bite into a stone. Oh, I know how painful this can be, and I know what can be going through your mind at that moment. You feel like going to the mama put and dragging her by her shirt because what nonsense is this? So we're going to be using ChatGPT to create our prompts and our scripts. So the first thing you have to do is to know or understand what you want to, or what your video is going to be talking about. For instance, in this prompt, I said something like, I want to create a 30-second commercial video using 3D cartoon characters to advertise an imaginary seasoning brand called Sonia. I would like you to create the prompt and script for me. Meanwhile, the storyline should revolve around the mother using the seasoning to prepare her family meal and keeping her family together happily. I will be using Sora by ChatGPT. Now, Sora is the name of the AI image generator that we're going to be using to generate consistent images for our video. All right. So, of course, you know what you want to do already, or if you don't even have an idea of what you want to do, but you just know that you want to promote your brand or service, you can come to ChatGPT and ask it to even give you a story idea to work with or a video idea to work with. So I'm going to be entering this prompt and let's see what ChatGPT is going to be providing for us. So what ChatGPT did was to come up with the entire video concept, with the entire storyline, but then I would want it to come up with the prompt scene after scene. So I'm going to be telling you to do that. Now, the reason why I'm going to be doing prompts by prompts is because we are not going to be using Sora to do text to video, right? Because Sora's text to video is actually paid, right? It's not free. So what we want to do is to essentially use Sora's text to image generator. So we create the images and then we use another AI tool to generate or to animate the scene. Okay, so ChatGPT has now gone on to create a scene by scene image prompt for our Sonia season commercial, right? So the first scene is the warm kitchen introduction. So what I'm simply going to do is to copy this prompt and paste it into Sora, and then it generates the image for us. And then we continue to prompt it, ensuring that it creates consistent characters for us. If you haven't used Sora before, is to simply go to your Chrome browser and type in Sora. So you most likely are going to be prompted to sign in or sign up with your Google or your Gmail account. All right. So because I already have Sora, I've been using it for a while. I'm simply going to copy the prompt and then I'm going to come to my Sora account, and you can see that I've been creating some images recently. So I'll go to this down part here where it says describe your image, and I'm going to post the prompt. Now you notice below that they have different things here. So if you want to do a video, that's when you go on to click on video, and since it's an image you want to do, you can go on to click on image. Now if you want to do video, you can't do video until you are subscribed, and I think that their basic plan starts from $20 monthly. So I mean, Sora's text to video generator is very, very cool. So if you have $20, you can actually go on to do that, because it's going to be saving you the stress of having to generate your images here and then take them to another AI tool to animate your videos for you. But this AI tool, and I'm going to be showing you to animate your video, is very, very cool, right? And I'm going to be showing you how to use this tool for free. Now, we're going to be able to select the aspect ratio we want. If we want a YouTube style aspect ratio, we can, select this. But if we want a real styled aspect ratio, we get to select. Then they have these variations here. So the tool can actually create up to 4 images for you, or 2 images or 1. So depending on what you want, but I think that 4 is cool, so that we'll be able to choose between different variations that are going to be created for us. Then we also have this presets here. So these are different style of creations that Sora actually enables you to have your image in. But let's just say we want to select none. Of course, later you can go on to explore with the different presets and see what it gets to do for you, right? So I'm just going to click on this create image here, and then it's going to be taking a while to create our image for us. Sora has gone on to generate these variations for us. So all we need to do now is to select which of these images that we like. And if you don't seem to like any of them, you can actually go on to edit with the maybe features you want to add or features you don't want to add. So I think I like this second one better. So I'm going to click on it. And then this is the one we're going to be using as a basis to create all our other scenes. All right. So to create other scenes that looks like this one and that maintains this particular character, we're simply going to click on remix, and it says describe changes and create new images based on this one. So I'm going to click on remix, and I'm going to come back to ChatGPT and go to the second scene and copy the prompt. So I'm going to paste the prompt, and then I'm going to click on remix. All right. And then it will get to work again, creating the image for us. All right. Here we have the second scene. So these are cool. So we're just going to go on to select which one we actually want to use, right? So I think I'll select this third one here, and then we'll go on to remix it to get our next scene. So I'm going to simply come back to ChatGPT and I'll copy the scene 3. Scene 3 is generating now, and let's wait for it. So now we have our third scene. So I'm going to select one out of this because this is the one that is more suitable to the prompt. So I'm going to go on to create our last scene. Now we have our last video, and to download them would simply come to this option. So you can actually download after you create each scene, or you can download after you've created everything. So I'm going to click on this download option here to start downloading each of the image. So after downloading one image, to download the other ones or to view your library, all you need to do is to click on this icon here, and it's going to be taking you back to your media or your library page where you're going to be seeing all the images that you've created. So you can start clicking on each of them to download them. So now that we have all our images and scenes ready, the next thing we're going to do is to animate these images. Remember that I told you that Sora, which is the tool that we use to generate our images, also has a text to video tool, but you'd have to pay to be able to use it, and the monthly plan starts from $20. So if you can afford it, you can actually go on ahead to use Sora, right? But then this tool also called atlas.io is also very efficient when it comes to animating images. The other ones that a lot more people have been familiar with these days is called Hedra.ai. But the thing with Hedra.ai is that your image can actually voice the text that you create, right? So it not just animates the image, it also animates the voice. It makes the AI, or it makes the image you're going to be creating to speak, sort of. So I believe that Atlas.io also has this feature, but then you would get to know all of that only if you're on the paid plan, right? So the paid plan for atlas.io is not very expensive. At least it starts from $9 per month, and at this point I'm not yet subscribed, but it is a tool that I'm going to be using very much because of how that I have to create commercials and advert videos for my clients. Of course, we run an advertising brand and we always have to create creatives. There was actually a trick that I used to download the animated videos that I created without having to subscribe to the plan, but it is not a sustainable option at all. So while you can try it once, you may not be able to repeat the same process except you have multiple emails, because after you finish converting or generating the animated version of your image, you won't even be able to download it except you're subscribed. That's how serious they are with this. What you need to do is to go to your Google and type in atlas.io. So I'm going to be leaving the link in the description of this tutorial so that you can go on to click through the link and then just go on to, access the platform directly, right? So it's called atlas.io. And once you're here, all you just need to do is to navigate to the AI image and video. Click on it. So I think it's actually still a new feature, right? But then it's very efficient. So what you simply need to do is to come to where we have image to video. So this tool is also a text to video tool, right? So you can actually, give it a prompt and it will generate images for you. And the good thing with this tool also is that they help you. When you give it a prompt, they actually help you to enhance the prompt. And when it comes to image generation, immediately you upload your image, as you're going to be seeing, they are going to, try to describe, their AI feature is going to try to describe what the image is doing and then give you a prompt that you can use. I mean, these tools are so efficient. So let's, all you just need to do after you have, clicked on the AI image and video, then select image to video. So because I already have, I wanted to animate this image, but then they said I couldn't do that because I had already exceeded the free generation they gave me, and hence it's showing you have reached your free video limit. But then immediately you upload the image, you're going to be able to upload your image right here. So once you click on upload or choose an image, you're going to be able to now download the image that you have saved on your device. So once you have the image right here, they are now going to be suggesting what the image is. After that, you can now go on to animate for free, right? If you're testing it for the first time, you're going to be able to animate, but then you cannot upload it. So what I did, okay, now this is the video that we use, right? So this is one of the images that we generated, and it's converted it into an animated scene, and you can see how clean it is. One of the things that I noticed with Hydra, the other tool I mentioned earlier, is that if you have a lot of text, it tends to distort the text and it's not as clean as this atlas.io. Now, atlas.io did not pay me to do this video, but when you see something good, you talk about it. So once you have finished converting it to an animated version, you won't even be able to download it because they're going to be telling you to subscribe. Now, one of the things I did that was actually able to, get the animated version saved to my device was that I screen recorded my phone, right? So because the other ones I did it on my phone, right? So I accessed Atlas on my phone. So when they generated the animated version for me, or the video, I simply turned on my screen recorder and I recorded my screen, and that was how I was able to get it saved on my device. Else you won't be able to do that except you subscribe to their paid plans, right? So that's about how to create commercials out of images using AI tools. I know you've learned one or two things. Please do not leave without subscribing to this channel if you haven't done so yet. I'm going to be bringing more information on how to use AI for your marketing efforts so that you can get more conversions. Whether you're going to be running ads or you're just going to be creating content on your social media pages and all that. All right. And like this video, share it with people in your network whom you believe would benefit from watching this as well. And until I see you next time, bye for now.